Chapter 7, verse 1. This is the ritual of the guilt offering. It is most holy. Okay, now the bloody guilt offering ritual. It is most holy like all bloody rituals. Slaughter the domestic beast, dash blood on the golden horned altar, burn all but tender flesh. Verse 6. Only the males in the priestly line may eat of it. It shall be eaten in the sacred precinct. It is most holy. So that includes the males, and only the males of the priestly line. In case anyone missed who the priestly line is, Leviticus, Levite, Aaron, and the bastard children, sons of Lord Moses. And if you are still having trouble understanding the original, holy means evil, depraved, myopic, vile, deceptive, and this unfortunate backwards meaning has held out thousands of years undetected with but a few aware of the paradox. Guilt offerings are like sin offerings, same bloody rules. The priest can keep whatever they like, such as the skin, leather. Offerings can be also baked. If any fucker ain't a Levite and touches the meat of the priest, or if a priest is unclean, verse 20, but the person who, in a state of uncleanliness, eats flesh from the Lord's sacrifice of well-being, that person shall be cut off from his kin. Kill the sucker. Spare the sword. Spoil the horde. These laws of Moses, let's be realistic for a sentence, the laws of Moses were written by a bunch of fat, bald-head lunatics in their palaces or something of that nature, with intent to plant a mind virus of mute obedience into an evolving animal that they wanted to hold down as a slave culture. The grand joke of Babylon are made forever, unless the laws are found to be lacking and thereupon revoked. Under the authority of Iah, I will be what I will be. I will be a god in the company of gods, a creature of awareness. The laws of Moses are hereby revoked. Okay, we mentioned that somebody else did this before, and in case you haven't heard, there was a fellow that goes by the name of Jesus Christ. Now, we don't know a whole lot about this guy because, unfortunately, most of the stories were written years later, and most of the stories have just disappeared. I think out of the 20 or 30 that have been written, 4 ended up in this book that the Christians call holy, just to piss off the Jews, and very much to piss off the Jews. The story of Jesus hanging on the cross was repeated over and over and over. The Jews killed Jesus, the Jews killed Jesus, the Jews killed Jesus. Well, it wasn't true. It was the Roman Empire, and we'll get to that eventually. But we're straying. But the point is, he said, and it's written there, the laws of Moses were in effect up until John the Baptist said, fuck you, and the horse you rode in on, or the cow at that time, because we don't buy the shit anymore. And part of that could be astrological, actually, because the bull, everything's bull horns, bull blood, represents Taurus. And that era was ended about the same time the era of the 2 fish, which always appear in the story of Jesus. Yeah? You know about the story about 2 fish and 5 loaves? It was always 2 fish. They always had 2 fish. Yeah, well, 2 fish happens to be an astrological sign. Of course, these astrological signs are quite random. They don't really mean much. But it does tell us and show us that these books are based on astrology. So, where do we go with that?